Alcohol is a bizarre drug. If we take the marketing and the way that alcohol is portrayed at face value, it's promising us the world. It's going to make us more attractive. It's going to make us look successful. It's going to make us rich. If we actually look at what alcohol is promising us, it's promising the damn world. But what do we actually get in return? Well, nothing. And I struggled with alcohol for close to a decade. But I've been journaling recently and I've realized something. It was all just one lie. Well, it's all a giant lie, but what was actually making it so hard for me to stop was just one simple lie. And if you're struggling to stop drinking right now, you are lying to yourself, and just hold it there. I know that sounded borderline offensive, and I'm not trying to call you a dishonest person or a liar in any way, but if you are struggling, there's a lie that you're telling yourself that once you see the truth, once you see past this lie, because you don't even know that you're lying to yourself because you don't understand the root cause of the problem, but once you see it, I'm telling you, stopping drinking will completely change. So a quick introduction, my name is Leon Sylvester. I'm the founder of SoberClear.com. We work with business owners and professionals, and we have a new method to help them stop drinking within as little as 48 hours. We use something called first principles thinking, as well as a future-focused coaching approach and a community. 96% of our clients say they'd strongly recommend the program to a friend. We've worked with professionals from NASA, from JP Morgan, from PayPal. And if you want information on the program, just head over to SoberClear.com. And if you click the link in the description, you can actually book a call, and you and I can jump on a call together to really figure out if the program could be a good match for you and your unique situation. So if you want to book one of those calls, just click the link down below. You and I will have a conversation. And now let's get into this. So I know this is going to be uncomfortable for some of you, but listen, at the end of the day, it's better than the alternative, because what's the alternative to facing the truth? Just weigh up your options here for a second. Do you want to keep doing what you're doing for the next 10, 20, 30 years? Do you really want to be doing this for the rest of your life, or are you going to watch this entire video? Sure, find it a bit uncomfortable, but get your life back. It's a pretty easy trade. So my number one value is honesty. If you've ever done an exercise where you list your values, honesty has always come up as number one for me. And I think the first time I did this exercise, writing down like values of my life, I think I was like 14 or 15 reading a Brian Tracy book. If any of you have ever read a Brian Tracy book, just leave me a comment down below. But there were like these self-help business kind of books. And when I was like 14, 15, 16 and I was getting into reading, I absolutely loved Brian Tracy books. This guy just spoke to my heart. But I would always write down honesty as the number one value. And it probably came from him, but it stuck with me forever. Now, if I had a friend that I could keep seeing him lie to me, and I just saw it again and again and again, I would not be friends with that person. Would you? If you had a friend that just kept lying to you, maybe they borrowed some money from you and you want the money back, and then they keep coming up with these weird excuses. Oh, I can't, my mum's in hospital right now. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't meet you today. I've got a bad tummy. If you kept hearing this, what would you think about that friend? Would you want them around your family? Would you want them around your children? Would you want that friend in your life? Well, the answer is probably no, because you also probably value honesty. It's a pretty important thing. And honesty in relationships is damn important. We can't be lying to each other. And as soon as somebody starts lying and shows that they're not an honest person, we're putting ourselves at massive risk, because the fear is that later on in life, they might lie to us about something a lot more serious. And here's the weird thing. I know I value honesty. I know I wouldn't be friends with somebody that continually lied to me. Yet when I was drinking alcohol, there I was every single day lying to myself. Every single day that I chose to drink an alcoholic drink, I was having to tell myself another lie. And I'm going to break that lie down. I will get to it. But the only way that you can maintain this addiction, this habit, whatever you want to call it, is by lying to yourself. I knew in my heart, when I was drinking alcohol, I knew in my heart that I was doing something stupid. We all know it deep down, right? Come on. We know it's damaging our health. We know it's damaging our relationships. We know it's doing a lot of bad things to us. But we keep doing it. If you had a friend, you wouldn't think twice about cutting that friend out of your life. But with alcohol, it's totally different. So what was the lie? Well, the lie was that somehow, if I don't drink alcohol, life will be worse. Now that might not sound that deep, but just wait. I knew in my heart when I was drinking alcohol that I was doing something stupid. I just knew it, right? Even if I told you that, yeah, I like drinking, whatever, I knew in my heart. I have like no pictures of me when I was drinking. I have no pictures of me when I was drunk. I might have two. Because even when I was drunk, I didn't want people to take my pictures, because I knew it was stupid to be drunk. I knew I was making a fool of myself. I knew I looked stupid. So I didn't let people take pictures of me. Yet I kept drinking, because I had this belief. I would tell myself that if I don't drink, life's going to be worse. And what I mean by this is that I'm not going to be able to relax. I'm not going to be able to enjoy going out with my friends at nighttime. I'm not going to socialize. I might not be able to find a partner. I won't be able to date. I thought people would give me a lot of friction if I didn't drink. And I lived with this fear that life will be worse without alcohol. And the crazy thing is this fear is so subtle. It's so subtle that you don't even notice it. See, you don't consciously go to a drink and pick it up and then tell yourself this lie that, oh, life's going to be worse without it, and then you drink. It's deep in your subconscious mind. You don't know it's there, but this lie that you're telling yourself is like, it's almost like the puppets, right? I can't remember what it's called, but you know when they've got the strings and the puppets, and alcohol's it's a little bit like this, right? It's like pulling the strings on you, and it's pulling you around and making you do things that you're not really fully conscious and aware of. And we know the answer is just to stop drinking, but then it's like, whoa. We don't necessarily lie to ourselves every time we drink, but every time that we consciously look at our drinking and think, I don't know if I should be doing this, maybe I should stop, that's when it comes. That's when we tell ourselves that lie. But what I realized is that this lie was literally the surface. And if you've ever seen a picture of an iceberg, you can see, like, you usually see the tip of an iceberg, and in these nice pictures that you can see online is the iceberg goes underwater so much further. And this lie that life will be worse without alcohol was really the tip of the iceberg. This was the thing that was popping up in my life. But the cause of this lie was so much deeper. And it wasn't until I stopped drinking alcohol that I realized just where this lie was coming from. And if you can get your head around this, and you can be honest with yourself, and you can watch this video and, feel a bit uncomfortable, but get to this point of the video and now finish it off, then you're different. You are a different breed of person. So where was this lie coming from? See, I was drinking alcohol. I was addicted to a drug. That's it. That's all that it was. I had a psychological addiction to alcohol. Listen, I've had it where I've obviously woken up with the shakes and had some physical withdrawal from alcohol before. I was never the guy that was drinking a liter of vodka every day. I drank a lot, but I never got to that stage where I was afraid of DTs or anything like that. I never got truly physically addicted to alcohol. But even if you do get physically addicted to alcohol, it doesn't matter, right? Because it's the same symptom. You're still psychologically addicted. You still need to fix this before you can fix the physical side of things. Because if not, you'll keep going back. And what happened is I would drink the drug, and it would make me feel good for a short period of time, and then I'd crash. And then I would live my life wanting this drug. In my head, it was very subtle, almost unnoticeable, but every time I drank the drug again, I'd feel relief, right? It's like, And here is the thing. If you're struggling to stop drinking alcohol, you need to stop seeing yourself as some weak person, some alcoholic or anything like that. Stop seeing yourself as the issue. You are not the issue here. Stop thinking that going to the past and sitting with a therapist is going to help. I'm not saying it can't be helpful, but when it comes to actually solving an alcohol addiction, just ignore it. And what you need to see is there is one problem in your life, and it's alcohol. And guess what? Once you remove the alcohol, once you're no longer addicted to the drug, the lie disappears. And the only way through that fear that I was talking about earlier, the lie, the surface of the tip of the iceberg lie that I was talking about, the only way through that fear is stopping drinking. And it might be scary. It might take some courage. It might take you to step up, but I promise you one thing. I will swear to you on my life right now that you have got nothing to be afraid of. When you remove the drug, when you stop the addiction, I promise you one thing. Everything is going to get better. Everything. You will feel like a different person. You'll look different. You'll sound different. People are going to say, why do you look so healthy, so vibrant? Your kids are going to like you more. Your friends are going to like you more. You'll make more money. You'll be more successful. I mean, are you seriously going to allow a drug to keep slowing you down?